Hi, I'm Grandpa from GrandpaCooks.com. There's an exciting project at the IRC.
International Rescue Committee has a new program called the Community Supported Agriculture. This allows refugee farmers to grow fresh produce organically, locally. And when you subscribe to the Community Supported Agriculture, you get a weekly share of produce, fresh picked that day.
Yeah, so in this area we're going to be growing some melons, okra, eggplant, peppers, and tomatoes. So those will be our summer crops that you'll be getting in the CSA then.
Okay.
Yep, so they're going to come with a seeding machine and then just go up and down and plant.
My name is Timothy Olorunfemi. I work with International Rescue Committee, IRC Phoenix, and I work on New Roots Farm and Food Security Program. New Roots Farm and Food Security Program is a program of IRC designed to help refugees from all over the world who were farmers in their country and they want to continue farming. We assist them to get started in farming by giving them training, technical assistance, and also connecting them to resources available in the United States of America. We do this by giving them training and technical assistance. Training in every facet of agriculture, starting from land preparation to marketing, and also the same way in technical assistance. And when we say connecting to resources, we connect them to land sources where they can farm. We connect them to financial resources like loans or grants, as the case may be. This program is funded by the Office of Refugee Resettlement, ORR. And we have two models for this program. The number one model is the farm model, and the second one is community garden model. Here today we're in a community garden we call cross-connection community garden. This land is about 1.5 acres, and it was donated by this church, Cross Connection International Fellowship Church. This land has been lying fallow for more than 40 years. It used to be a parking lot with a lot of rocks overlaid, almost 2-3 inches deep, until last year in April, where we were able to break the soil. We have a lot of support from organizations like the church itself, a lot of Rotary clubs who made a lot of donations to get this fence and the infrastructures available. And presently, and even since the beginning, we have 10 families working on this garden. They are from Bhutan and Burma. So we have 5 Bhutanese and 5 Burmese working on the land. And what they do, the IRC help them to get the land prepared by bringing tractor in and pay for it. Then we help them too with a seed. We give them seeds. So their job is to manage the crops, plant it, weed when it's necessary, cultivate, and eventually harvest the crops. And the crops belong to them. The IRC does not take anything from them. IRC is a non-profit, and we just out to help the refugees. So today, as we have always been having, we have a group of people coming to volunteer, to donate their hours to help in preparing this land, because we are preparing for the summer planting. Previously, we have had, last year we had summer planting where they planted a lot of cantaloupes, watermelons, eggplants, and all stuff. And in the fall, the other side, about a quarter of an acre, they did by hand and planted a lot of green vegetables like lettuce, spinach, collard greens, and all sorts. they also have some roots like beets, radishes, and carrots. So they are harvesting now, and they are taking some of this stuff home and some to farmers market. Then last 2 weeks, we just made a spring planting, and they have a lot of lettuce, spinach, beans, and corn. And now this land is being prepared for the summer, and in the next 2 weeks we are going to plant cantaloupe, okra, melons, and other sorts of root vegetables like beets and spinach. And radishes. So we have about 50 people volunteering to help, donating different number of hours to get this land prepared. And hopefully by next week we will plant. And the next 2 months, everywhere will be full of vegetables. So in the summer of last year, immediately we got started, we started. Actually, the project started in 2010 with the preparation for this, getting the city requirements, and also getting these fences in place. Then the water. There was no water reaching here, and it's not economical for us to use city water. It's expensive.
Yes.
And we don't encourage our farmers to do something that they wouldn't have done if it was their own fund. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes.
If the money belongs to them, if they will not spend it on such, we don't encourage them to spend it. So, and since the city water is so expensive, so they're going to be getting hundreds of dollars every month. So we have to look for SRP, which is much cheaper. So outside there, by the roadside, you will see a box, SRP box. That's what I supply water here. And actually, this is a credit to SRP too. When we started here, they erected the box, costing, at least it cost about $70,000 to erect the box. Then we planted. We now laid an underground pipe.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I will show you now. Into the property to supply the water from, because that's our responsibility. All they can do is to bring it close to us.
Okay.
So it's our job to bring it from there to the property itself.
Is this what we've been eating from?
Yes.
This field?
Yes. We have 3 gardens like this. One is on 85th Avenue and Thomas on a monastery, Our Lady of Guadalupe Monastery. We call that Benedict's Garden.
Okay.
It's about 1 acre. So they have vegetables. So we harvest from there, from here. Then the third one is smaller. It's on Asbury Methodist Church land, on 16th Avenue and Indian School. So these 3 gardens supply.
Isn't that gorgeous?
That is wonderful. And tastes very good also.
Yeah, we don't apply all this chemical, nothing.
Yeah.
They are naturally grown. We are working towards being certified organic. So, the box there, outside, we have to lay an underground pipe. You see the box somewhere? So we have to lay an underground pipe into this place. Yes. So when we order for water, the water comes there. Then we find it. So we turn it on, and the water goes this way. If we want to water here, we allow it to run into this place. If you want to water down, we like to run through the canal that goes round and goes to that place where these people are walking.
So do you do like the farmers I've seen take a pipe from this trench over to that trench?
We don't do it. The first day we started, we wanted to do that, but we saw that it's not going to work for us.
Okay.
Those farmers have a deeper
deeper canal.
Canal than this. This one is not deep enough. So when we try, it has to work with force of gravity. So when we try to do that, it doesn't work here.
Okay.
So because of that, we just open when the water comes. So the water runs into different codes.
Oh, so you break this open?
We break this open.
When you're done, you close it.
Perfect.
The amount of water we want, when we're done, we close it. For example, if you don't want to water here, you want to water there. We close this, the water run all along.
Good.
And go to the other side. So, in the summer of last year, everywhere here was vegetable. It was like forest. So, we had pepper of different varieties. We had okra. We had cucumber. We had cantaloupe. We had muskmelon. We have watermelons. We had eggplants.
Wonderful.
So about 15 varieties of crops were planted. So even when some people used to see this at the parking lot, when they now saw the, it was like a miracle happened. That is why the monastery invited us
Oh, good.
to come and use their own land.
Good.
So it's like,
so you're good for the land. It's good for
it's like
everybody.
you can turn the rocks to vegetables. Come on.
So when you harvest, do you harvest just one row or one section on Tuesday when you harvest?
Yeah, it depends on, for example, if like this one now, this belongs to one farmer. Look at the one he just harvested. This section.
Okay.
This section he just harvested.
Yes.
Just for one day.
Okay.
So he comes again. Next time he comes, harvested more. As much as the demand is demand that dictates how much you harvest. So then if it's like beets, the same thing. Just a little portion.
How do you know when they're ready?
One, we know whatever we harvest, whatever we plant, we know the lifespan. I mean, how long it will take to mature.
Okay.
So then the growth rates will tell us, for example, if you want baby spinach, it takes like 21 days.
Okay.
So, but if it's the adult spinach, it takes longer. So these are some of. Then the root one, like beets, you can dig. They also have their own time, but in case they don't grow enough, you want them to grow more. You leave them until you can. If you uproot one, if you dig. Obviously, this is not done.
Okay.
It's not done, so you allow it to stay longer.
So you sample.
Yes. All these are planted already. You can see them coming up?
Yes, I see.
These were planted last week.
Oh, aren't they sweet?
Yes.
You say by the calendar, by when they're planted 21 days or something. Is that from when you plant the seed,
yes.
or from when you see the green?
No, the day we plant the seed.
From the day you plant the seeds?
Yes. Different crop has different durations. For example, baby spinach, you want them very tender. So it doesn't take long days because we want it sweet and soft, tender. Yeah, but if it's like radishes now, radishes will take like between 21 and I think about 40 days. About 40 days and above. The same thing with beets. Beets will take like 65 days.
See, our garden at home, we plant broccoli, and it comes up, and then we don't know to look at time, and it keeps growing, and now flowers.
It does flowers.
So see, we learn things too.
I can give you. We use Maricopa Cooperative Extension Calendar.
Okay.
You can Google it.
Yes.
Maricopa Extension is an arm of University of Arizona.
Right.
Yes.
They have done a lot of researches in Arizona. They know what grows where and when based on the altitude of different locations. For example, what grows here this time will not grow in Flagstaff.
Right.
Because Flagstaff is a higher altitude and it's colder, much colder. But in Phoenix, you can grow almost throughout the year. So what we planted in the fall, which is this, is different from, it's almost the same thing with the spring. But there's some you can add to it. Then what we are going to plant now, where it's been prepared, is quite different. We are going to be planting summer crops, like cantaloupes, melons, eggplant, tomato. Tomato is not a summer crop, but we can plant it now before the heat of summer. It will have been done. We'll be done with it. But okra can go throughout the whole year.
Really?
Throughout the whole summer. When we plant now, we are going to continue. If we plant in March, for example, we are going to plant like 60 days variety. Clemson sprinklers, spineless rather. We are going to plant 60 days, which means the day you plant, counting 60 days, you should be able to harvest something. So as long as you keep harvesting okra, it will continue to produce until the frost shuts it down. Because it's not a co-crop. It's not a co-season crop.
And you see that green sheen along the top of those rows?
Yes.
Beautiful.
If you come here next week, all these ones you will love them.
Exciting.
So do you also harvest seed for planting next time?
Not really, because except we are sure of the viability of the seed. Because some of these, if they are hybrids, the seed may not be viable.
Okay.
So if it's one we know will be viable, like our okra, we have been harvesting okra seed and planting. Like the one planted now, it was the one harvested last year. But things like all the others, we don't wait for them to mix it.
So if it's not viable, you plant it, you water it, you get nothing,
it's not
and
going to germinate.
Wasted time.
If it's not viable, yes.
So
viability means ability to germinate.
Okay, I understand. Okay, because I'm letting my cilantro go to seed, and I'm going to harvest the seed, and I'm thinking to replant.
Yeah, you need to know the history.
Okay.
The source. Look at it, whether it's hybrid, whether it's a pure or something, whether it's something that can germinate.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Okay, well, here, I'm going to give you the camera. Thank you for your time.
Thanks so much.
And we will go around and take more pictures.
Thanks so much.
And
we appreciate your comment.
Grandpa, yes. Community-supported agriculture gives us fresh produce every single week. Many of the recipes that you see here at grandpacooks.com are using these vegetables. Just search on IRC.